words. Okay, to say I've got to use some good words today. So I'll start by saying we step up here to deliver some good speeches with lovely words. Decisions, decisions. Title of my speech today. Many of us struggle to make decisions on a daily basis. We're forced to make thousands of them daily, but we struggle with some of the decisions. Some of the decisions we make are shorter term, rapid decisions, such as what to eat today, what to wear to a function, whether to go to the function, whether to give a speech at Toastmasters if Elsa doesn't send you 3 emails about the speech. And some of the other decisions that we have to make, they're more long-term decisions, such as what to study, whether to go to university, whether to have children, whether to get married, whether to join Toastmasters. Again, if you don't get many emails from Mike, you may not do so. But ultimately, we all make decisions all the time. We've all made a decision to come here tonight, for instance. Some people, like Jill or Mike, didn't even have to think about it. It was just second nature to them. Other people had to think about it for quite a while to make that decision to turn up tonight. Am I right? Once we all turn up and we're quite happy to be here?
Yeah.
It's amazing how some people actually don't consider their options, they just make rapid decisions, whereas some others have to think about it and they ponder and they think about it for a long time and still don't come to a conclusion or a decision. I'm Roni Savage, as you've heard, and I used to be extremely indecisive. I still am, but I used to be much worse than I am today. Making a decision, I mean, for me, I was as indecisive as a wave that didn't decide whether it was coming or it was going. It was that bad, I didn't know what direction I wanted to go. I window shopped, not through choice, but because I couldn't make a decision. I would walk around the shop for 4 hours, and I still would walk away with nothing at the end of 4 hours, simply because I couldn't decide. I'd go shopping with my partner, on the other hand, who after the same day out, after the same 4 hours, would walk out of the shops with lots of bags. He barely couldn't walk, but fundamental difference is that he would walk into a shop, see something that he liked, pick it up and buy it. Whereas I would go into that shop and go into another shop, and I couldn't make a decision. So in the end, I would go home with nothing. 4 hours of shopping, not a good idea. This was because I couldn't decide. I couldn't make a decision. It may be part of my experience as a poor university student when I couldn't afford it, but that was 16 years ago, so I can't really use that as an excuse anymore. What I felt was that it was better not to than to make a decision that I was unsure about or that I would later regret. So rather than make that decision, I would just park the idea and I would move on. Making a decision for me was like walking down a sort of dark, scary alley. That's how scary it was. But that obviously didn't work for me running a business because I had to make quick, decisive decisions. Scary alley or not, I had to walk down and face whatever was on the other side. I soon concluded that it was better to make swifter and faster decisions so that I could improve my productivity, but I just couldn't make it work, so I started to do some research. I'm going to share some of what I found with you here tonight because I guess there are always indecisive people around. I guess there are some people in here who don't make quick decisions. So what I found from my research was there are 2 types of people. So they're satisficers, which is a new word I found out now. So it's actually a word in the English dictionary. And they're people called maximizers. So the satisficers are people who make decisions once they've found what they're looking for. So if they're looking for a red bag or a red dress or a job, once they've found that job, they move on. And they take that job and they're happy with it. With maximizers, on the other hand, they're looking for the optimal solution. So optimal solution is the right word to use. So even when they found what they're looking for, something that has all the qualities that they're looking for, they'll still keep looking, which is what I was doing with my shopping. So I go from one shop to the next, I found that dress I'm looking for, but I'm still going to all the other shops just to make sure that I've gone through all my options, and before I make a decision. And what happens with maximisers is that if they can't make that decision, they just move on and they fail to make a decision, or they run out of time, which I did. So what I also found with satisficers is that they don't settle for mediocrity, which is what I didn't want to do. I wanted to have sort of the best choice all the time, but being a satisficer didn't necessarily mean that I was settling for something. It just meant that I was accepting something that was adequate rather than the optimal solution. So I'm just going to confirm a bit of my research by doing a bit of a survey on everybody in here today. So can I just have a show of hands if you think you're a maximizer?
Not sure.
Good. Struggle to count. Okay, I would say about 13 of us. A satisfizer? Right. As you can see, it's much less than a maximizer. So that would anybody in here? Would you say you're a bit of both?
Yes. Can't work on my mind.
Yeah.
What I found is that there are lots of people out there who actually aren't either a satisfizer or a maximizer. They actually, with some decisions, they make a decision very quickly, and with others, they just ponder over it. Personally, I found that I was a maximizer, and I was looking for the optimal solution all the time, and that obviously wasn't working for me. So following my research, which it seems as though there are lots of people in here very much like myself, following my research, what I decided to do then was to go for the adequate solution rather than always looking for the optimal solution. And what my research also demonstrated is that satisficers are actually much happier people than maximizers. So I've decided to work towards being a satisficer rather than a maximizer. Mr. Toastmaster.
Well, I'm sure we're all happy that Roni decided to come